Hey everyone, it's Tyler and Michelle Strike from Universal Rackets, and in this video we are going to be going over a big thing in pickleball. And what is that?
Getting body bagged.
How not to get body bagged, and also how to anticipate body bags. And instead of getting hit with the ball, you're going to put away the ball and make your opponents think twice next time they try to speed the ball up at you. So not only this video will win you more points, but it's going to save you from getting pickleball welts or pickleball tattoos. Now, what is a body bag?
That's what I was going to say. What is a body
know?
bag? A body bag is when you get hit with the ball.
9 times out of 10, it's when you and your opponent are dinking at the kitchen and they speed the ball up at you and you're not ready, and there's reasons why you're not ready, and we're going to teach you how to always be ready for them, but your paddle can't get there and it ends up hitting you. Now, typically, when someone speeds the ball up at you, you always want to go to their dominant shoulder or hip. So if you get body bagged, you're probably going to get body bagged if you're a right-handed player on the right side, a left-handed player the left side. Now, the first thing about getting body bagged is getting caught off guard. So the first thing that you have to do is start to understand when someone is going to speed the ball up at you. If you can understand when someone's going to speed the ball up at you, you're going to be able to anticipate that body bag.
Right.
So should we show them?
Yes.
Let's go. So the first thing that you want to do is someone's going to speed the ball up at you if the ball's high. So if you float your dinks up in the air and your dinks are looking like this, you probably should anticipate your opponent to speed the ball up at you. If you have a low ball that's going into the kitchen, like a normal dink, not popping it up, those you probably shouldn't think that someone's going to body bag you. So again, the balls that you should be ready for someone to speed the ball up at you and in return get body bagged are high balls like this that they're going to go at. Now, I want you to know what I do when I recognize that I hit a high ball. So if I'm hitting a normal dink and I'm going back and forth, look, I'm here, we're just normally, right? But the moment that I feel, oh my gosh, I hit a high ball, I am going to set and have my paddle out in front. Now, for this video, what we want to do is we don't want to kill me, because that won't look good for the video. You want to try to hit maybe a 50% speed so I can demonstrate, because that's what we're doing. So when we're going back and forth again, what I'm going to do is as soon as I pop the ball up, I'm going to go out in front and keep my paddle. Notice, number one, I'm not leaning backward. I'm getting my body forward, I'm getting my weight down, and then number two, I'm sticking my paddle out in front. The next thing I want you to notice is what type of shot I'm hitting. I'm not hitting a forehand, I'm not waiting like this, I am waiting like this and out in front. I'm not here, I am here. Because if you wait with your paddle close to your body, you're going to make contact close to your body. And 9 times out of 10, there are 2 reasons why you're getting body bagged. And number one is because your paddle's down, so it's going to look like this. I'm going to pop it up and my paddle's down and she's going to speed up. And I got to bring my paddle up while the ball's coming. There's not enough time. Time is currency. Number two, even if my paddle's up, watch, my paddle is close to my body. So when she speeds the ball up at me, she's going to speed it up at me. Look, it's going to be super hard. So I want to make sure, again, I'm going forward, my paddle's up, and as soon as I recognize I hit the ball up in there, paddle's down front, and now I can go for it. Now, is there anything that you would like to add?
If he does that to me one time, I'm going to think twice about ever speeding the ball up, because I just caused my partner and myself to lose that point on a bad decision, because I know that he has hands and he knows how to counter a speed up.
And I find that kind of funny, because what people tell me is they're like, oh, Tyler has really good hands. Tyler has good hands. Don't speed the ball up, but Tyler, he has good hands. I don't really think I have that good of hands. I don't want to get in a crazy hands battle. When someone speeds the ball up at me, I don't like it. I don't want to be in that situation. However, though, these people that think that I have good hands, they sped the ball up at me. I was able to read it, and now they're afraid to go fast at me. Not because I have amazing hands, but because I was able to read the one speed up. They tried to do it. I absolutely denied it, and then they never want to go at you again.
And I think for you, honestly, with your game, the main reason you deny those speed ups is because of your paddle positioning. It's not your hand speed. It's that you know how to be in the right spot, like you were just saying, paddle out in front. And your paddle out in front can do wonders. You don't even have to even move your paddle sometimes to finish the point. As long as you're out in front and you're not afraid of this ball coming back at you, which you are not afraid of the ball, you're going to be able to counter it very easily.
And you need to think, again, the faster that you hit the ball, the faster it's going to come back. Once again, the faster that your opponent hits the ball, the faster it's going to come back. So another big thing that you need to do is when you are defending these speed ups and not trying to get body bagged, you're not swinging, right? My paddle is going to literally go here. One more, ready? My paddle is literally going to be, look, there's no movement. Where players go wrong, speed up, is that they try to swing and take a big giant swing. You need to keep your paddle out and you need to just block it back.
Now, speaking of that, there is a phenomenal drill here that you can work on before you play your next game or with your drilling partner, and that is the dink, dink, speed up reset.
Yes.
So you dink, the next person speeds the ball up, and then you reset the ball.
And we'll show you that right now. And if you stay tuned, we're going to teach you after that how to not only block the ball back, but hit an aggressive shot. So how to not only stop yourself from getting body bagged, but to win the point, and there's one thing that you can do, so stay tuned. So here we are. So we're going dink, dink, speed up, reset, dink, dink, speed up, reset, dink, dink, speed up, reset. Oh,
so that speed up was a little bit harder than my others that were starting off. And this teaches me, number one, how to hit a speed up. And number two, it teaches him how to block the speed up.
And how to not get body bagged.
And you can hit another dink. So it doesn't have to be dink, dink. It could be dink, dink, dink. And then the third person, and then so we can alternate who's speeding up and who's resetting. And then also to get a little bit more advanced, once you do this for like 15, 20 minutes, you guys should just be aggressively dinking at each other and then speeding up when you read the right ball to attack on.
For this drill, I like doing it because it forces you to speed up regardless of what ball that you hit. So it also helps your speed ups as well. So we'll go first. Dink, dink,
oh.
dink, speed up. So it forces me to speed up the ball at different times.
It's funny because I just love my forehand counter.
Real quick, and that's what we're going to talk about next, and then we'll talk about how to hit aggressive shot, is what did you do right there?
I created space and I countered it with my forehand because I am so much more forehand dominant with hands battles.
So tell us how to do that, because I really want to know and I want to take notes. So you're not getting body bagged. I thought I was going to get you, but you just step aside and you effortlessly hit your forehand. So how do you do that?
Well, I saw him, I knew that my dink, he was going to speed up on it, like number one, because that's the drill, number two, from the ball that I gave him. And then I saw him coming for my soul. So I don't know, in my natural instinct, in my second nature, is to take things as a forehand. I don't know, I'm just very, very dominant with my forehand. So for me, all that is just going like a little side step and then just coming down on it. Because it's a ball that's coming straight at me. So the trajectory is there for me to go like this. It's harder for my backhand. I have a two-handed backhand, so I would have had to have slide this way to take it as a backhand.
Which
this is
I'm good at doing that. I'm not good at the forehand side.
Yeah, you're great at this, but you have to read this on time, because if not, you're chicken wing.
Yeah.
I rarely take a block or like a counter with a one-handed backhand, just for my game, because my forehand is so powerful.
And I feel like you won't get body bagged because you move out of the way.
Yeah.
Which is
and
huge.
If I really can read it, and I think it's a lower level player, I will just move out of the way and let them hit it out of bounds.
And that's the thing too, how to not get body bagged. It's not only understanding your dinks and the shots that you hit, the aggressive type of shot that you give your opponent, but it's understanding your opponent as well. If I'm playing someone and their speed ups look like this, I'm gonna speed up slow, here we are, and their speed ups look like this, then you're not going to do. So if you're playing someone and their speed ups look like this, you're not going to do really that much. You're not going to be worried about getting sped up on you. You're not going to worry about getting body bagged. Or, in return, don't hit this, okay, let this go. If you're playing someone that every dink they look like this, what are you going to do? You're going to move out of the way. It's going to be really easy to recognize after a couple games what type of partner or what type of opponent you're playing against.
Right.
So you're going to be able to, right? If I know there are certain people that are going to speed up the ball after every like 3 dinks. So what I'm going to do is when I'm playing someone that I know is going to speed up the ball after every 3 dinks, I'm going to be like this, just waiting, because I know that they're going to be able to speed up. So recognizing your opponent's tendencies, recognizing your opponent's shots, and recognizing your opponent's patterns is going to be a huge thing that's going to help you understand. And again, not getting body bagged, countering, everything like that. It is all about anticipation.
It's another thing that can really fit in well here is I was playing a league match yesterday and we were playing women's, and it's so crucial to get to know your opponents. I've never seen them, played them in my life, but we very quickly learned what type of game each one played. And we found out that one player had about 2 dinks in her before she could speed the ball up. Like, she had no self-control in her soft game. Maybe she just didn't have that much of a development in her soft game. And then the other player, she had about 3 dinks in her before she would speed the ball up. So in turn, what we did was we targeted the weaker player, number one. Every ball was going to her feet, and that's how we won. Because you can't speed up a ball that's at your feet. So we just constantly like iced her out and just kept hitting the ball at her feet because she was trying to speed the ball up with like her previous tennis experience, and it just was not working out for her, and then she started melting down into a puddle. So you kind of learn who you're playing, and you will never get body bagged if you give someone a low ball. They will not ever be able to hit you because of the geometry of the pickleball court.
Now, here's the next thing. If you want to, and I saw this, and I'm trying to start incorporating in my game, is like when I block balls back, I'm always horizontal. So speed up the, hey, watch, here we are. So if you hold it horizontal, you can reset or speed it up at me again, or I'm gonna pop the ball up, because when I'm holding my paddle horizontal, the paddle face is going to be going up. If you want to counter and hit an aggressive counter, all you're going to do is, instead of holding your paddle horizontal, you're going to hold your paddle more vertical. If you hold your paddle horizontal, when you hit, the ball's going to be going up. But if you hold your paddle vertical, now when you swing, the ball's going to be going down. So now, here we are, speed the ball up at me, watch, now I'm vertical, now I'm going to be able to be aggressive. Now, the thing is you can't do that with low balls. And like, you hit me a super low ball
your dink was so
and
low.
I was hitting down, it wasn't gonna work. So the only way that would work is if she hits me a high one and now I'm able to go down. And that's maybe a new shot. Let's work on it a couple times.
Maybe a new shot.
Yeah, here we are, let's try it. I saw this yesterday. I think it was Tanner Pickleball, but here we are. Now I'm going to go down, and now I'm a 5'5" player and going to be able to kick butt. So again, if you want to be more aggressive, instead of holding the paddle horizontal, hold the paddle vertical or diagonal so you can swing down on the ball rather than just blocking the ball back.
Now, something that goes hand in hand with these speed ups, blocks, counters, volleys, a lot of players ask us, how do I defend a pop up? How do I protect myself from getting hit with the ball? How do I win more points if my partner, because it's never you, right? It's always your partner that pops the ball up.
Yeah.
How do I defend that? Well, there's a lot of things that go into that come with the body bags, the counters, and the volleys of the kitchen. And that is, number one, anticipation. So say Janet is always popping the ball up. Tyler knows that the ball is getting popped up. The worst thing you can do is turn your back and walk away and get mad at Janet. Instead, what you need to do is just literally put your paddle down.
Yeah.
Because if the ball's up,
and move back a little bit.
So you'll have more time.
And we did that yesterday, or our video that we just released. I recorded a video on what to do after your third shot drop. And there's basically 3 things. Number 1 is to move back. Number 2 is to move up if it's a good one. And number 3 is to just stay there. Or based upon what type of shot your opponent hits, you're either going to move up or move back.
Yeah.
So what you're going to do is, if you ever pop the ball up in the air like really high, or your
used to do it
partner
with you all the time,
pops the
remember?
ball up in the air, yeah, I remember.
You
Of
get
course
so
I do.
mad at me.
Is that you don't want to just stand here like a sitting duck. You're going to get body bagged. If not, you're not going to just get body bagged. You're going to get a black eye. Like, you're going to get concussed.
But if it's a high pop-up, they should be coming down on
So
the
what
ball.
you're going to do though, but when you play recreation players, it's not going to always happen.
No.
And if you're playing a competitive match, I'm certainly not going to go at the person's feet. Like, if I really want to win, you're going to move back and you're going to put your paddle down. Now, the cool thing about putting your paddle down is it helps you not hit out balls, because if I put my paddle down and I step back, any single time that the ball is going to be going at my shoulders or above, where is the ball going to be going?
Out.
Long. So if you keep your paddle down, it's basically a great general rule of thumb for what balls are going to be in and what balls are going to be out. So once again, you do it, right? So you pop the ball up in there, what are you going to do? Pop the ball up in there, you go back, reset it, and then you're back into the point like that, and now she's in. Now I'm going to give her, oh my gosh. All right, folks. I guess we won't play some points. But yeah, so that's how you do it. So once again, if you watch this video, you will be able to understand, anticipate, and hopefully not get body bagged. We're at least going to save you a couple of welts that you're going to get on your arm and everything like that. If the ball's high, move back. If you hit a good one, if you want to be aggressive, tilt your paddle upward. If you want to be a little bit more defensive or reset, hold your paddle horizontal. And again, anticipation, not only about the shot that you hit, understanding the shot that you hit, but anticipating what your opponent's going to do is huge.
Yeah, and also, don't get mad if you get body bagged. Like,
yeah, it's part of pickleball.
It's part of the game. Like, it's a very closely played game. The kitchen's there to protect you as much as it can, but if I get a high dink cross court to me, I'm going straight ahead every time because that's the way you play pickleball. That's a strategy. And all you need to do is put your paddle up. If you put your paddle up, you're not going to get hit.
Up and out in front. That's a huge thing. You don't want to be down because it takes so long to go from here to here. You don't want to be inside. You want to be out in front.
And a lot of times, I'm really not trying to hit Janet with the ball. I'm just going straight ahead. Yeah. And I expect the ball to come back.
For me, I'm trying to hit the person every single time. But yeah, just don't do it, and you guys will be good. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, or have any other tips on how to not get body bagged, please let us know in the comments below. If you guys want any type of amazing Selkirk paddle, she is the brand new
I love this.
Invicta Pro Vanguard. I have the brand new Selkirk Halo, the Kevlar paddle. Absolutely amazing, amazing feel. Click the link in the description. Use our code INF-Universal. Make sure to check out the link in the description. All Universal Rackets programs happening near you. We have tons of programs. Subscribe, share with a friend. Have a good one and happy hitting. And we will see you guys next time on court.